SACP confirms participation in LGE 2026. Mapaila speaks out.
Well, thank you so much, Unaisi. Of course, that CEC has concluded today, and of course, like you've rightly indicated, there was a press briefing that was held by the leadership of the SACP, and of course, we heard there the General Secretary of the SACP, Mr. Mapaila, just talking to the members of the media about the outcomes. Especially, this is very important as it comes ahead of its special Congress that will be taking place from the 11th to the 14th of December. But just some key takeaways, Unaisi. We heard there Mr. Mapaila saying that in their bilateral meeting, remember they held a bilateral meeting with the ANC, saying that the SACP had told the ANC that they would want to take alone as the SACP. And let's just bring this conversation to Mr. Mapaila, just to also get clarity on some of the things that he said. Thank you so much for joining us. News. So, Tata Mapaila, as you're sitting here, I tweeted what you had said, and people on social media, like they've heard this song again. But this time around, it seems as if the SACP really will be contesting the elections alone. You had said that there will be a meeting that you will be holding with the ANC next year to discuss the modalities around this. Just please, take the views into confidence. Just clarify certain things that you had actually said earlier on.
Well, we took our decision to contest local government elections last year, but we decided that the imperialist offensive against our liberation movement, the ANC, in the run-up to the recent elections, May 2024, that because imperialism and imperialist forces were putting too much money and creating new organizations, which disappointingly, the ANC has now decided to coalition with them. They funded those organizations so that they can remove the ANC from political power. And we've therefore lost an important instrument in the hands of the people of South Africa to drive social transformation agenda. We thought that that moment would have given the ANC the permission to literally come in from all and sundry who were intimidating them in one way or the other, including the imperialist forces in the economy and so forth, to drive transformation for the people of our country, to change their lives. We took that decision that even these threats faced the ANC, and subsequently the formation of Umkhonto weSizwe Party, that further weakened the capacity of the ANC, that will stand the ANC in these 2024 general elections. But we had already taken that decision. It was by our augmented Central Committee, a Central Committee involving our district layer of leaders, because the ANC, together with other alliance components, ourselves included, had failed to reconfigure the alliance. So, as you know, we have never had an appropriate time to sit down with the ANC bilaterally, which we only had last week, and we duly informed them the decision. And the Central Committee and Politburo will then finalize the modality of implementation. The technicalities, basically, but we are participating in the local government election as the SACP.
So 26 local government elections, you will see the SACP logo on the ballot paper.
Yes, that's also means, but it also means that there could be a organization differently in communities based on the SACP's mobilization of the various social forces in order to win, because we want to contest elections to win them and drive a radical social transformation agenda that can serve the interests of the majority of our people in this country, not the interests of the minority few white, racist, and capitalist forces.
Okay. And just another issue before we wrap up, the issue of the Bella Act, especially pertaining to Clause 4 and 5. You've come out strongly saying that you reject the shenanigans taking place through the NEDLEC process.
Yes, certainly this is worrying because initially the president assured us that he's going to implement this. On him to implement this. We understand also the NC had called for a speedy implementation of this, both the Bella Act and the NHI. And there's been unnecessary delays. But these delays, unfortunately, they come from reactionary forces. You remember when there was a grace period of about 3 months that was extended by the president after when he was signing the Bella Act, he started the problem himself by signing a law excluding other processes that were already legitimized by the process through Parliament. because he had had meetings as raised by Solidarity and AfriForum, that they had a meeting with him the previous night and also that morning before he went to sign, and that the Minister of Basic Education, Kwarube, didn't even pitch up because the DA said. So this is part of the problem. Now there's further mischievous and Nicodemus arrangements through a NEDLEC process to subvert this. We want our schools to be open to all South African children, not on the basis of whether you can speak Afrikaans or not. The school must employ appropriate teachers to teach languages of what those children are speaking, not exclusive Afrikaans schools. They are schools, our schools. They must be for all children of South Africa, black and white, Afrikaans, Sotho, Pedi, Zulu, whatever, all languages. So they should not be excluded on the basis that they don't speak Afrikaans.
Okay. Mr. Mapaila, I wish we had more time to actually talk and delve on other issues, but of course we'll be with you on your roadmap to the special congress that will be held on the 11th to the 14th of December. Unathi, I don't want to add or subtract to what Mr. Mapaila had to say. You, the viewers yourselves, have heard what he had to say.